This will show you how practical guidance can help you conduct a merger analysis that mimics the analysis the antitrust authorities will conduct, so you can predict the level of antitrust risk your merger may face. This video assumes you have some familiarity with merger antitrust law, but need some guidance on conducting the analysis. We use the word merger here for simplicity, but the video also applies to stock acquisitions, asset acquisitions, and joint ventures. First, let's see what merger analysis guidance is available. You can find relevant content either by searching merger analysis using the search bar or by browsing through the Mergers and Acquisitions task. Let's find our content by browsing. When you expand the Mergers and Acquisitions task, there is an entire subtask devoted to merger analysis. To start a merger analysis is to understand how the antitrust authorities will define markets in your merger. So let's click on the practice note, Market Definition. This practice note discusses why defining the boundaries of markets is central to the antitrust authorities' investigation, the difference between product and geographic markets, and how the authorities define each. After understanding how authorities will attempt to define markets, you will know how to define them in your internal analysis. You can now move on to understanding anti-competitive effects, which, per the statute, must be substantial for the merger to be illegal. Antitrust practitioners separate mergers into two broad categories for analytical purposes. 1. Horizontal, which are those between competitors, and 2. Vertical, which are those between a customer and a supplier. Remember that there may be both horizontal and vertical aspects of your merger, especially if the buyer and/or target are large firms with many business lines. Let's start with horizontal effects by clicking on the practice note Horizontal Merger Analysis. This practice note will guide you through the steps of a horizontal merger analysis. It will help you to identify evidence the authorities will examine to analyze whether there will be anti-competitive effects, and will help you to identify and evaluate your own defensive arguments. The practice note also includes a link in the second paragraph to the practice note on Vertical Merger Analysis. Let's click on it. Note that we could have also found this form going back to the Merger Analysis subtask. This practice note will guide you through the steps of a vertical merger analysis, the anti-competitive effects of which differ from horizontal mergers. Similar to the note on horizontal mergers, this practice note will guide you through the theories of harm that agencies will analyze and the evidence they will review to evaluate those theories of harm. Let's go back to the Merger Analysis subtask and find some other helpful materials. After you understand how to define the relevant markets and analyze anti-competitive effects of horizontal and vertical mergers, you can work with your client to learn the facts that will feed your analysis. You need an information request. Practical Guidance provides a form called Information Request to assess substantive antitrust risk. You can tailor this form to your merger and send to your client to start the process of gathering facts from your client. This form can be used to analyze both horizontal and vertical mergers, though you should tailor it if your merger is purely one or the other. The request asks for items that will allow you to perform the merger analysis: ordinary course documents, lists of overlap products, financial data, and top customer information. When you expand the form summary, you will see that the form includes related content. There are the two practice notes we've already seen, but also two checklists that contain quick reference material to guide you through the creation of the information requests. Let's click on the Horizontal Merger Analysis Information Request checklist. The form we just visited is fillable, while this checklist provides similar information in a different form, a quick reference checklist. It also organizes the material to request by the theory of harm and defense. After you have received the responses to your information request, you can return to Practical Guidance to re-review the merger analysis materials, and possibly dig into other relevant practice notes, so you can better analyze the information you have received. With these practical guidance resources, you'll be well prepared to conduct a merger analysis.